Hey everybody, it's Kelly. Sorry, I was just finishing a drink when I went live of LaCroix. I promise it's a little early for that other kind of drinking that we like to do. Although not a maybe not a bad practice actually at the moment. Anyway, so hi everybody for a little surprise live today. I ended up not going live last night, because I ended up doing a 3-hour Zoom call with some really close friends of mine. And it was a little bit more of a surprise. We were going to talk for an hour and then we talked for 3. And anyway, it was all lovely that I was able to do that. But that cut into live time. And I love my internet friends, but sometimes you have to hang out with your real life friends too, right? So I'm going to kind of give it a minute for everybody to come on, but I'm going to show you some goodness. I just picked up an order, mostly Halloween photos. So there's my grandkids and my daughter-in-law, actually. So 2 oldest boys were Charmander and Pikachu, Pokemon, I can't remember. So anyway, bad grandma. Mickey Mouse, the little guy, and he was, oh, this was such a cute costume. And then my little Minnie Mouse, this dress was darling. Her skirt actually kind of wobbled, or not wobbled, but moved about, and because she had a nice big, oh, I can't think, the thing that holds skirts out underneath it. Anyway, hey, Barbara, good to see you. She was a doll. And then this is my great nephew and great niece, and he was Mickey Mouse because he is all things Mickey right now. And then his little sister, who was a cat. And none of these guys trick-or-treated. Mama just dressed these 2 up, and they kind of hung out and played. And then we did a candy hunt for them in their backyard last Saturday. So I think I talked a little bit about that. But I thought, as I just kind of gave some time for people to get on, that I would just bring those out. But alas, I'm not scrapbooking these photos today. You're going to have to tolerate me. So I actually had a Halloween costume. I made this t-shirt. I have a cricket. So I made this t-shirt, bought the little hat at Michael's. So hey, Cynthia, bought the hat at Michael's. And then that's what I wore because I knew we were going to do that candy hunt in the backyard. And I wanted to be dressed up to help make it special. So there I am on Halloween in my t-shirt and my hat. And on Halloween around here, it was in the high 50s. So that's beautiful for Wisconsin on Halloween. Last year on Halloween, we had like 6 or 8 inches of snow on Halloween. A lot of trick-or-treating had to be canceled and moved to the weekend. That's how bad it was around here. So that is it. Today, it's going to be 70 here. So I'm going to do this live, maybe scrap up another layout. Probably not. I'm going outside and I'm going to read this afternoon. So anyway, so we're going to do pictures of me today. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to use, but I have a couple of different things. I do have these little doodle pops here. And this one is a little witch, obviously. And this pumpkin, I'm thinking not the pumpkin, that I might put that on another layout. And then I have these shaped sprinkles in the candy corn, and then the pumpkins. Yes, those are jack-o'-lanterns actually, because they have faces. I love candy corn. I know, all the sugary wax, right? But I usually don't have it because you can only buy it in those like bags that are huge. I don't need to have that much candy corn in my life. Like a handful would be good for me. So anyway, so I'm going to put these aside. And then I have some of this is coming from my Chamel Best of Both Worlds November kit. That's where this alpha is from. It's orange, so it might go along. Otherwise, gosh knows I have plenty of black alphas. And then I have these Doodle Bug odds and ends from Ghost Town, which is their latest Halloween collection. And I thought that I would look and see, oh, these are really cute. So they are like little buildings with Halloween kind of sayings. Like this is Costume Boutique, which that would be cute with this. Mummy's Cupcakes, Dread and Breakfast. So I'm going to look because I think that there are some witches in here. Oh my gosh, look at the macarons. So very, very cute. little vampires. And so these will be fun to use on the kids' Halloween layouts. I didn't have very many die cuts, Halloween die cuts. As a matter of fact, I think I didn't have any. So tricks or treats. So that would be cute to use on some of the backyard photos that I took last weekend. And by the way, can you guys tell the difference in my camera? I can definitely see a color difference on my iPad screen. I got a new phone, so I knew it was coming because I have the brand new iPhone, and I was very excited. Oh, this will be cute on one of the kids, like the candy hunt thing. So anyway, the color just to me looks a lot more intense than it was looking. So that's exciting. And it's not that I changed my lighting. That's not it at all. It's just the color. So there's lots of candy in here. So I could probably add, okay, so this one says Book Nook. I have a Harry Potter, I bought a whole bunch of I bought all the Harry Potter books. Thank you, Victoria Marie and Sarah Swan from Victoria Marie crop a couple weeks ago. That would be really cute with that. I'm going to set that aside. My photo for that is not that far away. It's like right next to me, so I'll just pop that over there. I thought there was, oh, here she comes. I thought there was at least one witch in here. I thought there were two, but not finding them as you get to see me go through all these. Here's the other witch. Okay. And then there's all sorts of other little things. So not sure exactly what of these I'm going to use, but I'll use at least some of it and do that. So for those of you who are joining a little bit later, the reason I'm on a little bit, didn't go on last night is that I had a 3-hour Zoom conversation with some good friends of mine. We started out thinking we were going to do an hour, and it got a lot longer. So, which that's okay. It was nice to talk to people in real life. I am locked down again. I was going to be seeing my grandkids and then my sister and brother-in-law, but my oldest grandson was sent home from school on Thursday because his teacher is coronavirus positive. So unfortunately, he's being tested today. My daughter-in-law is also going to test at the same time because she said she was feeling a scratchy throat, and she just wants to do it. Plus it'll help a little for solidarity. I am now testing weekly. We have free testing in my area, and I'm doing it because I'm concerned about possibly transferring the virus to clients accidentally, not knowing I'm sick. I just had a really good friend's mom in the hospital because her dad was asymptomatic positive. So yeah, things are wild here in Wisconsin. So that's what I'm doing. It wasn't bad, and I won't have results for probably at least 3 days. So, and that's 3 work days. So that's kind of a fun arrangement. I could shorten up this up here, which is what I'm going to do because we don't need to see that tiny edge of that picture frame. I was having a hard time last week not getting glare on my glasses. So ideally, I would almost like to do a third cluster with that hidden, but it's probably going to be better if it's here. And I don't think that's it. This little witch is so cute. So we'll see it once I get paper on. But that's kind of my idea about what we're going to do to start. Don't let me forget at the very end, I have a layout to show you with that. Do you remember that paper? I forgot about these stickers too. Yeah, see, this is why we look at our supplies first. Because here's that little witch again. And maybe actually these stickers are probably a little bit better proportioned to that house. So I think I'll leave them here just in case. But I could definitely do something with these. I mean, that would be really cute. The little ghost guy up on the top, or I don't know. Oh, look at the little witch is actually, I didn't realize this. The witch is actually pulling this like train of kitties and pumpkins, which that'd be kind of cute considering I have cats. So I don't know. We'll see. Never know what can happen. Right? So I decided I am going to call this Feelin Witchy, although I do want a title on here somewhere. So, Hello, welcome to my undecided life. And I did get the stickers for this, the Ghost Town collection as well too. So I could definitely get those on there somewhere too. Now let's grab, I'm gonna grab Ghost Town. I was almost out of Halloween, so I ordered a ton, and I do mean a ton, guys, of this collection. It's really cute. And I do have some scary Halloween stuff, but because right now my grandkids are little, I tend to like the more juvenile Halloween, and I probably actually in general like the more juvenile Halloween anyway. Let's see. I'm thinking collaging, like how are we gonna do this? These two are really the same size, so kind of collage like that, maybe. Okay, kind of like that as an idea. Now it's just getting, I like that even a little bit better. Okay, so this is one of those times where you want to play with papers, right? Because I got a lot going on here. So I do like this paper quite a bit, but look at what happens. See that? Watch the photographs. Nice. Well, hello, photos. So I think this is the paper I need to pop those off on, because I think, and here's a little white version. But again, yeah, you can just tell, just doing this. Look at that. Yep, okay, fantastic. All right, so we know we need to start with that, and then to get the photos on. So, and I could put, like, use this as a little kind of background kind of thing here. I'm just trying to decide here. I like the thought of getting most of this lamp out of there, but then we're gonna lose my hat. And we don't want to do that. So, and maybe a wider border on this. I think it's time to just get those photos down. All right, I'm going to drop that back. And now we're going to glue down, because otherwise I'm just going to play around with them for too long. Sometimes you just have to make yourself glue and stop being so indecisive. Okay, there we go. And then I really like it if I can get little, like, don't match this up necessarily. It gets more interesting. So I'm going to see if I can bring this in just a little, not a ton. There. Yeah, I like that. Now I'm going to actually glue. I'm going to, listen to that slangy. All right, and then I'll glue this one down. And I just like, it's not that much of a difference, but just that little bit. And I want to see, I guess you can see that on my hat though in the picture with just the shirt and the hat. But I think this kind of distracts a little bit from that lamp too, which I definitely like that idea. Okay. Yeah, I really like the orange too, Cinda. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do beyond that. Now I could go just really simple. I have a black and white. So we could do this, because I do really like that plaid. And I think it brings those colors in. There's this awesome, simple black and white, but I think we really lose the emphasis on some color here. if I do that. There's this Darling Star paper, but that's about the same size as the dot. So that's that small, medium, large pattern thing. Oh, and here's the journaling cards. So I haven't even thought about that yet. So October activities. That's kind of a cute one. This is a sweet pattern again too, but there's no black in it. So, all right, we're gonna stop fooling around with that. And I'm going to use those two pieces. But there's all sorts of cute patterns in this collection. Like this is the town itself. So, and I do have probably about 20 or so scrapbook from Halloween. The just different things the kids like. I'd like to do just the kids in their costumes, the sweetness of the little guys in their costumes, and so we'll see. All right, I'm kind of having an idea. I should be telling you who these papers are. So this plaid is Doodlebug Ghost Town in the Hocus Pocus plaid. And on the back side are these cute little owls. If you like owls, they're sitting in trees. So that's a Hocus Pocus plaid. And then, oh my, I cut that orange piece up and I didn't even know what was on the back, but I'm glad I did it anyway. This is what's on the back of that orange piece. So, maybe I should make that work somehow. I think we might. We'll see. So that is the Ghost Town So Corny. That's cute. It would be even more appropriate if I actually had some candy corn, but I don't know. I'm going to just cut this. There's a tiny bit of a dot left on top there, so I'm going to just cut that off. Okay, so we have that piece, and I like it. But I'm hoping I'm going to like it better if I do this. It's busy as I'll get out, that's for sure. But you know what might help this is if I find some purple washi tape, might kind of separate those two just a little bit. And geez, I wonder if I can find some purple washi tape. Actually, I say that, and that's probably the color I have the least of. It is the color I have the least of. So I think I need a wider one. I don't think that, this is nice because it has the purple and the pink in it. And that's a nice one as well. But really, I think it almost needs to be this here. So let's get that on there. We're going for all the patterns today, guys. So, when we're all done, I picked my photos up, and that is the only thing I needed to go to Walmart for. Yeah. So one of the things that's happening is I'm looking at doing like an even border here on these three sides, and you see what's happening here? This photo and that line from that the line from the corner of the photo there are landing exactly the same. So I definitely want to do this, and what I'm going to do is just extend that purple just a little bit past that line. This is a Bella Boulevard washi tape. It's an old one. And the nice part about this is there's little lines on this plaid so that I know I'm getting everything even here as I'm doing this. Gosh, it sounds like I'm working out, which I should have done this morning. I did not though. Okay. Now I can see a lot of that candy corn behind that, and I might put another layer of that plaid on there and see what happens. Okay, so now, okay, I'm not loving this, but I think what we'll have, let's try this. I'm going to try to put another strip right next to the other one. Or actually what you can do is, here, this is what I'm going to do. So it just looks like a continuation of the pattern. I'm going to match the dots up there. And let's see if this helps a little bit. I did look to make sure like that this and this are not exactly the same. And I think this is, oh yeah. Okay, I like that much, much better. I do have some borders too. So I could try a border here. And one of the things I like about Doodlebug is they're full 12 by 12s. It annoys me when they are not. And here's just a cute little scallop border. Let's see if we like it if I put that on here. We'll just try that and see. Yeah. I definitely like this. I think it just gives it a nice little sort of frame here. It changes the size of these two so they're not so close to each other. So that's what we're doing. Oh, sorry guys, that was very noisy. And I do need, and I could back this right up to like here too if I didn't want that even border over there. So that's an option depending on how you like it, but that's a way you could do that too. So there is a lot of pattern on here. I'm also, as I'm looking at this, thinking that I don't think I'm going to use those orange, obviously orange anymore, because the title probably really needs to go up there. And it's not, it'll go right on that orange and it'll disappear. I think I have some of those LA Studio, I do. Let's just see if I have enough of that alpha though. I don't know if I do, because I can tell that I don't have enough black on that sheet, and that might be my only black in that size, in that particular alpha. Yeah, it is. So, and I think it needs to be dimensional because I do have the regular. So let me go to my black alphas because I do have, imagine that, I do have some black alphas with smaller letters. I just need something smaller and that I can get enough ease. Let's see. Thought I had a really tiny one that was almost the size of those LA Studio. Ah, here we go. There's at least one. And maybe I can combine two alphas if I have to. Because I could do Witchy in a big, bigger font. Or I could use the flat stickers. Let's see, do I have... I don't have T's and C's and H's there. So, but I could do like Feelin in that if I wanted to. This is kind of nice because it's glittery. Let's see what we have in letters here. No T's. And yeah, I have an F. It'd be a little bit harder to make in this. But this is kind of a nice font, and it's glittery. This was the one I was thinking about. This one. So let's see if I do, can I do Witchy in this alpha? I have a W, I have an I, no T, I have a CH, and I have a Y. So no T, but we could make a T out of, let's see if I'm feeling this title here. So I could do like an eye with maybe just the, yeah. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Look at this. That's a make-believe letter, but look at how cool that looks with that T. I'm going to do that. And that's really just a J that I just really, literally, I just went and flipped on its side. And I'll space that when I'm going to have to glue these down because they're chipboard and they're pretty loose here on the page. Look at that. Actually, I think that makes that word even cuter. Doing it that way. Okay, so there's that. And I don't think we'll do this. I think there's too much dimension in this. So maybe, and even in that puffy, I think there would be. So I could do this alpha, or even better, I'm thinking a tile sticker in black. And I know I have them, I just have to find them. I need to really rearrange my small letters, like the tiles, because I always have to look. I have purple. That might be kind of fun. Let me see, black. Oh, I have like a little violet here. That's the winner. Even better. Sometimes it helps to just go through your supplies, right? So I don't love this particular alpha because it falls off the sheet, but working so far today. So we'll just get this on, and I'll use the dots here to get that on. And I have plenty of these letters left. I wasn't using a lot of purple, but my granddaughter wears a lot of purples. So must be one of Mama's favorite colors. I've never asked her. Oh, I almost thought I didn't have any L's. And what I'll do is, I don't know if I don't have an apostrophe. Oh, I do have an apostrophe in here, so I can use it. Usually if I don't have an apostrophe, I just go in with my Jelly Roll pen and just put it right on the letter itself. But since I have it, we'll use it. Plus it takes up a little bit more room here at the top here, and I think we can use that in this particular one. So Feelin, Witchy there. So, oh, love how that worked out there. All right. So I don't have anything to journal on right now. So I have to think about that. And I think all of this is way too big. All those, what do I want to say? All the journaling cards. Words are hard today, obviously. This is kind of cute. Let's see, do we want to add that little bit of green? Or is it too much? Might be a little bit too much up there. Yeah, I think it's too much. I think it distracts. But that's a cute color. There's like a family in here. There's lots of really good words here. They have a trunk or treat sticker on here too. And I bet there were a lot of trunk or treat parties. So one of the things I'm thinking, maybe, and sorry guys if I hit you there. I think I did my Ellie Studio labels here. Especially since it matches this color perfectly. Just grab a couple little things here. Okay, I think that's good. That will give me some stuff to choose from. And what I could do is I could do like here, and then journal across that, because then that'll give me 3 spots of purple. Like this one too here. Then that would give me, I could put a little sticker or something there as well. This needs to tuck in a little bit. There we go. I could try my little costume friend right up here too. Let's see, she's got green, but we have green in other spots. I think she takes away a little bit from, she takes away too much from my my photo there. I think it's a little bit too distracting there with all the dimension to it. So let's use one of these other little witches. And I think this one will be cute because she has the plaid. And I'm just playing around with this to see if maybe I want to do it more like that. And I can put her up, I can still put her up on some foam there. Or she could stand on top. We bring her down. Oh, I like that better. Just want to make sure that she's not, the top of her hat is not even with the top of that. So that's perfect. Let's get her up on a little bit of foam. This will be a little bit of a challenge because she's pretty, her feet and stuff are pretty narrow. Okay. There we go. Just going to get this down to, and I should have enough room to journal here. Between that and this one down here. Because I do want to explain that I made that costume. I went looking for, I don't know, some sort of witch costume, and I think I pulled this. I think this is a silhouette file, that Live, Love, Ride. If it's not, just Google it. And my grandkids didn't, I don't know that they totally understood it, but Mom and Dad thought it was very funny. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit more reinforcement in here. Like I said, this is hard because she's so thin. Her feet are so thin. Okay. Hey, Harmony. Yeah, I think I might be almost done with this. A little surprise live here. If I knew what I was going to do with any of the other ones, I would, well, let's see. We'll look and see, because I have 3 photos of my oldest grandsons. They're my two oldest grandsons. I have photos of them together where they're being very silly. So I could do that. I'm so glad I have grandkids and great nieces and nephews, so I now have Halloween pages. Okay. Oh man, she is so cute, except I think she needs to come down. I think this whole thing needs to come down just a little bit. And I think that'll be covered by the rest of her body. Let's try this again. Yeah, I like it down just that little bit here. She's got great shoes on too, you guys. She looks like she's wearing a black mule. I love shoes. It's so funny. I don't wear shoes in the house. I can't stand doing it, but I love them anyway. Okay, so then let's get this down a little bit more. And I never worry about gluing my photos because I have files and files and files of these originals stored in way more than one place. I could use that, but I also have all sorts of other Halloween goodness here too. I have the pumpkins, so we could put, there's not really yellow on here, otherwise this broom would have been cute because of the Live, Love, Ride on the t-shirt, but that's okay. Maybe I'll do pumpkins, more three-dimensional here. I think that's going to come off, and this guy we'll leave as he is. Can we? That's hard to see. Okay, so we'll leave that. Would like something up there. So let's see what we have on our sheet here. I do have some stars and some hearts and stuff here too. So there's this little blue heart, because there's blue down here and I don't have it anywhere else. But I think that might be a little much. Yeah, I think we'll just leave the blue there as it is. But I do have this cute little heart there. Too distracting. I have stars, but they're in orange and blue. And I'd rather do green, I think. Okay, just looking to see if there's anything else. I do have a little, whoops. My paper just fell and I don't want to run over it. That would be bad. I don't want to hurt paper. Because gosh knows I don't have enough of it. I was looking to see if I have green in anything else. I have green in a little heart here that says scary, but I'm not scary. Well, in this photo anyway. I do have some old Bella Boulevard sticker sheets, so let's see if there's any green on here that I could use. No. Might have to just... I think maybe what I'm going to have to do is just use some of these little... I have these little green stars. And let's see, there's pink, so let's do that. And then... So I'll use these like we would enamel dots. That's kind of a nice way to get the colors in too. I'm too cute to spook. Yes, and don't hurt the paper. Those cats are, oh my gosh, they're really cute. Did I do yes, I used one of the cats on a layout yesterday that I did of the kids at a pumpkin farm. All right. So then probably, here's the green again. I don't think I have blue, but I have purple. I think we're gonna have to change this up a little bit. So maybe yellow to go somewhere. So I have a green star, so I don't need to change the green one. I need to change blue out, I think. Yes. There's blue. We'll put the yellow here, and then I can do purple here. So now the clusters aren't, I just didn't want, since I couldn't do all three colors the same in each of them, I didn't want the clusters the same. So that's kind of nice too. I like the way that turned out because it brings color around a little bit. And then we have some color up by that title. Looking, if they had a bat up here, I'd put that bat in 3D, but I don't. Oh, actually, I don't know that I used cats. I used mice yesterday. I might be able to grab that. Yeah, this would be really cute for the cats, Harmony. Very, very fun. Okay, so I think that's really done, honestly. I think it's good the way it is. Now, let's see. Just gonna grab these couple of these pieces. You know that I have a hard time after if I don't clean up a little bit, it starts to drive me crazy. So that's it. So Harmony, you missed the there's a whole reason. The candy corn paper is the Doodlebug's so corny, and it's really the back side of this plaid. Oh, we can't see it. But it's really, this is the offcut from this plaid or not the plaid, the orange, sorry. Yes, the orange. It's an offcut from this is all it is. But I love candy corn, so it's a layout about me, which that totally makes sense. So, oh my gosh, you guys, it turned out really, really cute. I love the way that looks. And this one gets to go in my album. I love doing Halloween layouts, and most of the time when I do them, I don't get to keep them because they go to my grandkids. So let me see if I can grab the photos that I showed you guys at the beginning. So here's my spooky grandsons, but there's more here. And the Minnies and Mickeys I want to save. I actually have, at one point, Ellie's Studio put out this cute, oh, I know maybe what we can do. No, I was thinking about doing that Harry Potter layout. Let's do this. Anyway, I'm getting all frazzled. I was thinking about doing 3 pictures of this, but I'm not quite ready because I haven't thought enough about what I want to do with, there's 3 photos, like, let me find them because they're hilarious. Here's the Harry Potter photo I was talking about that I'm going to use this book nook with. Where are, these photos are so funny with what the boys were doing. But I need to think on them a little bit more. Here we go. Okay, so first they were sitting like this craziness, and then my oldest grandson laid on top of his youngest grandson, and 30 seconds later, this is what they looked like. So I need to do some sort of progression or something to that, and I'm not ready because I haven't thought enough about that. So I've got this house, and this is kind of what happens as I start going through my supplies. I'm thinking, hey, I have candy corn paper. There's their presents that I got them. Hey, there's this book nook. I can use that with my Harry Potter photo. And then I have so many Mickey photos, and I think I can either do it with those 2. He's Mickey, and he loves Mickey right now. Or I can do it with these 2, with my little Minnie and my little Mickey and my daughter-in-law. So that's how my mind works as I'm going through and like going through a new packet of supplies. So what I'll do is I'm going to take those and set those aside. I'll set these guys aside. Well, I don't even have to set them that far aside because they're really right next to me set aside anyway. But what I think I can do, I'll do another layout with you guys this morning, because let's do this one. And because the kids didn't trick or treat, I had bought them, my niece had an virtual Usborne book party. If you don't know about those, there's some really beautiful, high quality books. And to support her, I bought one for each of my grandkids, one for my great nephew and great niece, who are her children. And then my other nephew has a baby boy due at the end of this month. I can't believe that baby's almost here. And I put them aside, and then when I realized we weren't going to go trick-or-treating, I was able to bring those, do the books. I just wrapped the books. So thank goodness for scrapbook supplies, because these are my Ellie's Studio labels. in a gray and just a little candy corn dimensional sticker, and I had a present wrapped, and it was really cute. So I'm going to document that, and I'm hoping that I have some more of that candy corn paper, and I see a piece. Yay! Yay me! And maybe now I use this stripe with it, and I can tell that I am like totally in the mood to scrapbook like a 2/3, 1/3. Like maybe like this, or we'll play. I do have some Doodlebug in orange, just some plain Doodlebug in orange. Maybe I'll bring that in with this. It's all the new, I think it's a buffalo plaid. Okay, I don't think I have any of the orange here, so let me grab that. As I talk to you guys, I'll grab my orange stack of paper. So these are my faux solids that I use, and they sit just in their own trays. I don't keep them in the envelope packs like I do a lot of other things. Okay, I just looked through these. This is what I wanted. This is the new one. It's a buffalo check and a wood grain. So wood grain, buffalo check, super cute. Not so much with that though. This is what I was looking for because I knew I had these little grids. And I'm getting an idea as I'm going through these. So I'm thinking about using this as a border, and if I have a black and white washi, I'll do that, because gosh knows we all need to put more washi in our lives. Use more washi in our lives. Sorry, not put more in. I already have plenty. So I think I'm going to go with that little bit deeper shade. Yeah, this is too deep. That's good. Since I have all these options, I might as well check it out. And then, yay me, I'll get to keep this Halloween page as well. So I'm going to probably, I'll use this sheet and then we'll cut. So this is 4 inches here, or not quite 4. I am racking up the Halloween pages this year, and I never get to do that, so that's very exciting for me. I'll tell you guys, there is a good thing about having grandkids. Because my friends and I don't celebrate Halloween. We, you know, not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just none of us have been into it as adults. How about that? So that like we're doing parties and stuff like that, but that sounds fun. I think in college, Smurfs were really big when I was in college. I believe I dressed up as the girl Smurf for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years in a row. And it's because I had a blue hooded sweatshirt and matching sweatpants. Oh man. And then that's back in yeah, they were cool. I was in college though, Harmony, and then they were back. You guys may not be old enough for this, but back in the early 80s, we wore petticoats. So we wore like, you would wear a longer denim skirt or what printed skirt, and then you'd wear a white petticoat with like lace eyelet trim on it underneath it, and it didn't make your skirt poof out. It just added that little trim on the bottom. So I had one of those. So I put that over my sweatpants. It was styling, let me tell you. So now I'm laughing today. Ooh, I have found a great washi tape. I don't have a black and white stripe. Isn't that amazing? Of all the washies I have, but I have this great black plaid. So let's use this. Oh, Hello Kitty. Oh, that's fun. I have I have a Christmas ornament that's Hello Kitty in a teacup that I've probably had for, 30, 40 years. And that's still one of my favorites. I love putting her on the tree every year. Okay, so we're gonna just put that down to cover that join. This does have its own sort of border on it. So then I'm looking at this big sticker. So there's this cute little sticker here that says Halloween is a real treat, which I think that could be really fun. I would like some sort of border on that though. Back to my papers again. So I'm going to just lay it this way because then I can kind of tell what it looks like as it lays on all of that. I was thinking darker. There's a Happy Halloween, but if I do that, you won't see it. Cute. This is kind of nice because I was thinking black, but just to keep it more black and orange. And then we bring in this blue, which I like. I'm just gonna look just a couple more. Too much of too many more scattered things like that would be too much, I think. I just found this. I forgot that there was this piece with all the little squares here too. So they're probably like 2 1/4 inches or something like that. Just looking to see if there's anything that I can use, and I don't see anything that's completely works. Bring them too much in with the stripe there. Yeah, I have got to use this with some of the pictures of the kids doing their candy hunt. Oh, you know, Harmony, I tried to find that Santa wearing a mask, and I actually ordered it from Amazon, and then the vendor didn't send it. And I got my money back, but it was very frustrating. But I just did a Jennifer Maker, who is a big YouTube person for all things cricket, has a little thing going on this weekend that you signed up for, and yesterday or the day before, Debbie O'Neill did, you got yours from Etsy. Thank you. That's a good hint. Anyway, Debbie O'Neill did a class on a quarantine ornament, and it's the one, it says the one when we were quarantined, and I'm going to make one. So, okay, that's too bright. I'm really feeling the black. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to make that, but I might have to check that Etsy thing out because that would be fun. So I have gotten at least one ornament every year. As an adult, I do the same thing too, where I kind of buy one that's the theme for a year. But my mom started my Christmas ornament collection when I was 9. It was the year that I started baking the sugar cookies in my family. So I have a bear who has is holding like a mixing bowl and mixing spoon. And then I also that year got a holly hobby ornament too. So I have multiple trees because of all that. Okay, so either I can't cut straight or the picture's not on here straight. To check this out. I did something bad here. Oh, I can't cut straight. All right, well that's good. That it's... Nope, I can't put them down. So, oh, that's right. You didn't get to quarantine. I forgot about that. Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense for you. Said the same thing to my sister too, because they didn't quarantine. And I wouldn't say I'm quarantined again, but here's what I do. I go to work and I come home. I go to the grocery store and I will see my sister and brother-in-law and my grandkids and daughter-in-law and stepson, and that's it. Things are a little bit too crazy. Our positive rates in Wisconsin right now are 30% and over for the last few days. We're like setting records. We had 6,000 new cases yesterday, so not anything to screw around with around here anymore. And I think I said this when we first started, in case you guys are coming on late, that I am now testing, or later, I am now testing weekly because I want to make sure I'm not accidentally infecting clients. Okay, so my idea is, there's our title. I'm thinking about putting a little journaling something underneath that. Oops, I don't want to stick that down. So, here's my little black. It's much easier to find stuff now. This is a picture of besides the candy that I hid for my grandkids, I wrapped these books up. It was an Usborne, we had an Usborne book, my great niece had an Usborne book party, and that's what that is. It's those books. I don't have any black, ooh, I have one black label, because I forgot I used them on these books here. So I had set them aside and held on to them. Okay, I don't actually like the way that looks, honestly, but I think it needs to be bigger. That's okay, there's a lot to think about, and I ramble a lot. That may not be funny to you, but it is to me. All right, so let's see if I can find something in here that I like better. So I definitely could like pop that little piece in there. I actually kind of like that. There's another pattern there. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Now, and the lines, I can write on the lines. I think I'm going to cut it right about there. These are a little bit, it's a little bit harder here because the lines aren't actually straight, and I could always use a chunk of that in the bottom somewhere too. So I'm probably going to want to do a third area of embellishment. I'll tuck that behind there. And again, I'm kind of watching lines here. Okay, there we go. Oh, I like how that kind of turned out. Now I could I think that's going to come down to the bottom somewhere. I need something, if I do it here without something on this corner, it'll really unbalance the layout. You're not talking too much, Harmony. It's one of the reasons I do this. So here we could bring in that blue. I really like the blue and the orange together. They're complementary colors on the color wheel, so they will work. So now if I did another blue here, there's this cute little vampire guy. Or could he go up here? Something there. This needs to be a little bit more three-dimensional here. That's why it feels really flat here. It's we'll get this owl guy on here. Oops, and I forgot I have all my little other pieces over here. I have to remember that. He's way too big. But I have to remember that I have all my die cuts over there. Oops. That, actually, I just tossed that sticker in and now I can't find it. Because that owl, actually, that was on that one might be a good size. Okay, I'm going to move him over there. Okay, let me see if I can find my little owl pop. He was like a little sucker. And if I can't, I'll go back to the smaller one. But it was just a little bit bigger and I could cut the sucker part off, right? Ay, ay, ay. Oh my, that's my family coming through, that ay, ay, ay thing. So I love it when Shemelle talks about her Kansas coming through. For me, that's my Salgado coming through, which is my mom's maiden name. And my grandfather actually was Mexican. And so that's where the ay, ay, ay comes through. That's something from his family. But it's something from his family, but my grandmother always said it. Who was German. All right, I may not be able to find, oh, here he is. There he is. Some little owls and some candy corn. And maybe a cat or a mouse. That would be kind of fun. See, he's a little bit bigger. I think he's a little bit too big. I actually like the little guy better. All that, and I decided not to use it. Okay. So there's that guy. We'll just put him up. I'm going to put him on the sign. I like the transition. I like the way this transitions here so that you don't see where it joins right there. Not that you can't, but I just think it gives it a little dimension there. It's a little fun. Okay, so we have that guy. I do have another owl, but I think we don't need another owl. Now I do have candy corn too. I can't forget that I have these little candy corn stickers. And the title, I'm just going to use this as the title, The Halloween is a Real Treat. So blue, the thing I'm thinking is I need bigger or something to balance that out. I don't know. Oh, actually. Let's see what we think. Too much? I'm going to be dangerous. I think I'm going to shift this whole thing down this way a little bit so I get a little bit more room on that right side. Or, yeah, that's right. That's right. There. Because then I can use a bigger piece over here to balance this off a little bit better. Okay. And it worked. Woohoo! I actually closed my eyes when I did that. Just so you know. Makes a little bit more sense there. What other pieces? I'm just going through to see what other pieces I have. I had a big piece of candy corn that would actually work really well. I'm going to put my little vampire guy back on my sticker sheet there so I don't lose him. I do have a blue heart too. I don't know that, I was going to say, I don't know if there's any candy corn here. Here's the easy way to look at that. I don't think they have other candy, but no candy corn. So, and the blues here, they do have that little vampire guy though. So let me see if I can find him because he's a little bit bigger. I think the sticker for this layout's a little bit small. This is a little bit less chaotic if I wanted to do this for... candy piece. Okay, little vampire guys. Sorry, guys. I hope you're not bored watching me sort through all these things, or not watching me, as the case may be. Okay. Here we go. And my iPad just went down, so hold on a second. I'm going to come back in. It likes to do that now for some reason. All right, so let's get this guy, because he's cute with the little Halloween treats and things. Okay, sorry guys. I'm hoping we're still recording for you. Yep, we are. Okay. I think YouTube's just having a problem. So I'm going to keep going. Just keep talking if you want to, and I'll catch up when it comes back up. Which it's not being very nice about. I think we'll keep him flat. And I want him coming a little low here. A little bit off to the side. Yeah, YouTube is not coming up. Hang on. Sorry, guys. And I don't really want to have to finish this without being able to talk to you. What I might do is put a little, just a tiny little bit of foam tape behind his pumpkin. Just to emphasize that just a little bit. Okay. And then I think some candy corn stickers. And what I can do is I can journal here and here. And you guys, YouTube has gone down for me. I hope it's not gone down for you. I'm going to actually shut off my iPad and come back in. I've got internet, so I don't, that's not the problem. I don't know what the whole problem is here. Let me try to keep going here. All right, then we're going to just pop this down here. I love the blue and orange here. And maybe now I'm thinking, so if I do, I don't necessarily want owls everywhere because otherwise it feels like I should have an owl over here now that I think about it. There's a blue spider web. This one's going to be a fun sticker to get off. Or maybe we do a little pumpkin. There's some pumpkins on this sheet here. And then with that little candy, there we go. I like that much better. It was getting to be a little bit too much blue in spots. Okay. I think YouTube's going to come back up for me. We hope. Ah, yeah, there we go. Okay. Then okay. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I'm back. I feel really bad when that happens, but it happened to Shamel the other day. So that happens to her, and she's a professional. All right. Ooh, yummy. That sounds really good, Harmony. Roasted veggies. Okay. So there's a little candy corn here, little candy corn here, little sticker here. I like how this is definitely rounded out and we've got more color in there. And then I just have to figure out how to make it make sense to put the candy corn over here with this guy. And I need my trusty tweezers here. And these are so old, the little pads, these used to have pads on them, have fallen off. Okay, I think we're just gonna do that. Because it needs a piece of candy corn. Yeah, it looks funny over here. Looks a little weird over here because it's huge compared to that, but that's okay. All right. I actually think that one's done, except for maybe some enamel dots. And enamel dots in black might look really cool. I think they might be in my Chamel. Oh my gosh, you should see my floor. It's taken on the floor, although I've got black stars on that sheet. I'm taking that back. Let's get some black stars. That one's a little bit harder to see, so there we go. I wonder, I have orange and purple left. Maybe, let's see, blue. I used all those blue stars on the last one, didn't I? But I'm thinking like maybe even like a light blue enamel dot. So let me grab this and see if I have anything in that color. Who am I kidding, right? Oh yeah, perfect. That'll just emphasize that blue a little bit more. In this case, I think it's really more of a turquoise, but... And eventually I'm not going to be very happy that I did this because I'm not using any of the big ones, but that's okay. Okay, good. I also did just think maybe orange or white would look cute on this too. And that I know my orange ones are in my Best of Both Worlds kit. Any orange I have anyway. I think I've used up a whole pack of orange enamel dots already. I've used up so much. Oh, here. Okay. I might add orange in here too because I think it'll be cute. And add this blue back in here again. And I know that orange is a little bit harder to see, but that's okay. And it's going to have to be the middle size one because I don't have any of the tiny orange ones left, except in like the gold color. Now, that might be really hard for you guys to see. I can see it just fine in real life. That dot on the background. Okay, I like that much better with just the three, the black and the blue. Okay, so that looks good. And now I have a mess all over my desk, all over my floor, everywhere. All right, I think that's good. I like the way that looks. So let me grab the other layout that I made, which is here somewhere. It's on the floor underneath, and I have a couple other things to show you before I go. All right, so here we go. There's the two layouts that we made today. I think I can get them on there. Just trying to press this away so you guys can see. oh, it's not so cluttered. Sometimes I have a hard time thinking if I can't see. So now, I don't know if you noticed this, but I think I said this at one point that I was feeling like I wanted like third and 2/3, and I did it on both of them. So third of pattern paper here. This is a little bit more, but a third here. Basically, it's the same design. Oops, and I lost my J, top of my J there, but it's okay. I've got another J if I can't find it. So that's really basically just I rotated the design, right? Which, how easy is that? I'm going to grab that other J because it's bugging me that I can't see it. And it's such a darn cute title the way this worked out. So like I said, I'll move where the bottom of that T goes. But, and then same collection of papers, but just a little bit different. And that's how, when you take that border, this design where I do the 2/3, 1/3. If you guys have watched me, you know that's a big thing. Hey, no problem, Harmony. I certainly have pictures and I'm excited to do that, but it's like a basic layout for me. But look at how different they look because I have different kinds of, you know, I have different 3 photos here, 1 photo here, and that works that way. It's kind of cool how that can happen and just look different for the pages. So that's kind of a good, find a design that works for you and then just start playing with it. So that's that. And then speaking of layouts, do you remember that crazy speech bubble, guys? That was the last full piece of paper I had in my Best of Both Worlds kits for October. And I said, oh, I'll probably never use that paper. I threw it in as kind of an outlier. And then at the very end, I said, that's it. I'm challenging myself to use it. Look at that. I actually used it. So as I was thinking about it and looking at the colors, I remembered this picture. So this is good friends of mine in college, and that's me way at the back with my friend Kathy's hair in my face. But we were going out for the night, and I was thinking about the colors of this, and I'm like, wait, I have that photo of us, and I thought it was in a lot of blues and pinks. So that's what I did. And then because really here, the background is the star of the show, but I still think even though the background is really, really busy, I still think you can really see the photo on this because of the darkness of the photo itself, and kind of like our hair is dark. So your eye, even with all the busyness, goes right to that. And then you have to find the other stuff on the paper, which I think is okay. Obviously, you go from the photo then to the journaling. This is Paige Evans Bloom Street. The rest of this stuff is Bloom Street. Well, not all the paper pieces and stickers and that kind of stuff. And then I just added these butterflies that are stickers. I cut this Adventure Awaits out from, I believe, a journaling card. And then I added these little paper strips here from another piece of paper that I had. This one too. These Enjoy are stickers that I had in my stash, and then added in, these are old Dear Lizzie flowers that I've had forever that I need to start using, resin flowers. They come on a little gold background piece as well, but I usually take those off and just use them as they are. Must have stuck them in a kit because I don't see them. But anyway, so that's what these are. And then I just added these sequins from Jelly Bean Soup, and I really love the way this layout turned out. I mean, it's crazy because I looked at that paper. I remember seeing this paper when I first got it. It was in the pad, and I'm like, what am I ever going to use that for unless I cut it out? But that's not like that. This paper skews younger, and yeah, I'm in my mid 50s. Well, on my way to my late in just 2 months actually. So anyway, with the way this worked out, I just went back, remembered this photo, and this is perfect for this time in my life. And I literally am very close to running out of photos to scrapbook because I've been scrapbooking so much. So that's one of the reasons I went and picked up the photo order I did today. But so I'm going to go back, and I'm probably going to start scrapping things from like college and that kind of thing just to help out. So that's that paper and that layout, which, oh my gosh, again, one of my favorites. the other thing I wanted to show you guys is, or talk a little bit about is Christmas. So every year I do a December daily. I think since, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, I've been doing it on YouTube, so that every year I've put up a video every day. My intention is to do that this coming year as well too. I've got it started. I probably, in the next week or two, am going to go live with a December daily prep video, which I do every year anyway. But this year I'm going to do it live so that you can ask me questions about the my December daily process and supplies in real time if you want to do that, just so that you know that. And I'll show you how I start that. If you're interested in that, I have playlists for all my December dailies, and the other prep videos are there. I'm not going to change a lot about how I prep, but you can see what supplies I'm using and that kind of stuff. I do know that I won't be exactly every day this December. I will be most days, but I've got a few things going on that I'll talk about as they happen that I won't be able to be live for one day early in December, or won't be able to do a video one day early in December and then some later in December as well too. But we'll talk about that when we get there. I'll let you guys know. But I will do a video for every day, just so that you know that. Okay, so there's that. And then I want to show you a couple supplies that I just got in. So when I was at Walmart picking up my photos, I was very bad. I bought a Christmas tree, a sign for the outside porch at my house, some paint pens I needed to do my quarantine ornament, although I am going to go to Etsy to look up that Santa with a mask ornament. And then I found these really two cute ribbons in the craft section, one that says ho ho ho, and the other one that's a buffalo plaid with snowflakes. I'm toying with using these maybe on the front cover of my my album. That's what it is when I make that. I'll do that. You'll see that process as well. I always do my album cover process. So there's that. And then I got an order from Color Cast Designs. So you guys, it's you can just look her up. She does wood and acrylic and that kind of stuff. And I was meant to look this up to see if any of this stuff was still available, but I forgot to do it. So pardon me. I'm going to show you the Christmas stuff I ordered from her, and then you guys can kind of peek and see. So it's Color Cast Designs. You guys can read that, right? Yep, there we go. So this one is this is a, oh gosh, yeah, you can see that. This is wood and then acrylic, and it's like a holographic. So it says a very Merry COVID Christmas, because gosh knows that's going in my album somewhere, because Christmas is going to look different this year. There's this one that says Hallmark Movie Lover, because gosh knows that would be me to a T. I think I have a Hallmark movie flare left from last year as well. I think I have one left. These cute little, let's see, actually, let me go to the next one, because the other ones are not necessarily Christmas. This is some wood circles. So like with Christmas motifs and sayings like joy and ho 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 and baby it's cold outside. So that's what that is. And then these are ornaments with, again, Christmas motifs on them. Oh, thanks so much, Harmony. You're awesome. All right, so that's that. And then this is a whole bunch of wood signs, and I'm not going to take all these out unless you guys really want me to. If you want to see something now, speak up, because I'll open them if you want me to. Otherwise, I'm not going to do that. But, you know, like ordinary December day, a holiday playlist, holiday movie time, those kinds of things. And my December dailies are always a combination of everyday stuff and Christmas activities. This year, I'm not going to be doing that much. I can tell you that already. I know that because there's not as much going on in the world, you know, just in general, not as many Christmas activities, and friends and that kind of stuff. We're not seeing as much of each other. So anyway, that's why the ordinary days things will be great. My December daily almost turns into a Grateful Day project too. Like I'm grateful for this kinds of thing, that kind of is what kind of happens with my project. And then here for the last of the Christmassy things are red and green acrylic stars. So they're really cute. There's a whole package of those. So that's that. That's going to definitely go in my December daily. Then I bought a couple of things that are not necessarily, they don't have to be Christmas, but they're darn cute. So I actually got 2 packages of these. So I had a couple of each. There's 3 flowers in here and there's 3 of these wood things. So flowers and berry clusters. And she's colorcastdesigns.com, you guys. I should tell you that too. So normally she used to release on the 25th of every month. I don't know if she's still doing that or not. So that's that. I'll just stack those. Then I bought, there's these, the holographic COVID Christmas. She also had holographic stars. So I thought those were really cute. Now these are not necessarily, I'm not going to necessarily use these for Christmas. They're going to go in my regular stash. And then I love wood veneer houses, and I've used some Studio Calico ones, and Studio Calico used to have arrows that were flat on the bottom, and so I would tip those to make a roof. Well, she had houses, so I bought 2 packages of those just because I don't have them. So these 3 things, not necessarily Christmas, although these are, because they have berry clusters, you can definitely use them that way. Now that I think about it, this could go maybe on the front of my album as well. I have a buffalo plaid album this year, so now that I think about it, that won't work because it's a plaid album, but this could still. So I don't know. We'll see what happens when I get there. But that I'm going to add in. I have one more shipment of stuff that's coming in for Christmas. Wait till you see, because of course I never need any new stuff, right? Rarely need new stuff. I'm going to do it. I bought some Christmas stuff from Redefined Creative, which is Christina Sorge, just so you know that, and it's redefinedcreative.com. That should be here, I think, on Monday. I'll be able to grab those things and then add it into my stash, and then I'll be ready to do my prep video for you, because I really want the things that I'm using largely to be here. The only thing that won't be is I am going to do a Christmas advent calendar from Redefined Creative as well this year. I did one last year, and I'll add it into my December daily as I open the packages. So Christina does this really cool thing that she sends you this package of 24 things to open each of the days from December 1st to the 24th. And unfortunately, I think the kits are all sold out. But for next year, keep this in mind. And then there's little things to use or little activities to do every day. There's always a suggestion. So I will incorporate that into my December daily as well. And I can't show you those because I won't open them until every day. But if you go to my Instagram account, you can see them from last year. Anyway, so that's the scoop on what's happening with December daily. So that stuff is coming. You need all the things. Me too, Harmony, obviously. That's kind of what my plans are for December. Again, basically like last year, the one thing that's going to be different is normally what I would do last year, because I didn't do lives yet, didn't know how to do that yet, I will do some pre-recorded and some I'll do live. So, and when I do even the stuff that's pre-recorded, I talk to you as I'm making it. I don't do voiceovers with those, because that way then you can hear my thought process about what you're doing. And for some of you, that might be wonderful. For some of you, it might not. Although if you're listening to this live, you're probably okay with me listening to my thought process, because you get to do that a lot. Anyway, but that's kind of where I am with everything for holidays and that kind of stuff. And last weekend, I was ready for Christmas. Obviously, I'm getting ready for Christmas, but it felt like it. It was cold here. It was windy. We had snow, and it's 70 degrees out right now. So because it's 70 degrees out, I'm going to go grab my book. I'm going to clean up this mess here, grab my book, and go sit outside with my book and read. So you guys have a great time. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all staying well. Harmony, again, thanks. I'm going to check that that Etsy shop out before I actually go outside. So thanks for that heads up. As always, I will see you guys. I think I'm around next Friday. You know, if I'm not around, if you don't see me on Friday night, I always try to do something live over the weekend for you at some point if I don't make it on Friday nights. But as far as I know right now, I think we're all good to go. So, okay, thanks, Harmony. That's awesome. So Thanks, you guys, for being on. I hope you guys all have a good weekend, and I will see you at some time next weekend, most probably. Bye, everybody.